Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Sangeeta, and today we will start the analysis for GSI paper which was held yesterday. And if you have watched my biology video in which I have completed the whole biology in 25 minutes, then you can see there were around 5 questions from my video. Yes, 5 questions from my video. So if you have watched that video before the exam, then you must have got benefited. And let's now discuss what were those 5 questions. So first question was that what is tissue, and what does tendon connects? It connects muscle to muscle, bone to bone. And which organelle has its own DNA? So I have clearly told which organelle has, and which organelle produce proteins. Okay, so this was also told in my video. And what is the animal tissue contain? Okay, so let's start with the first question. The boundary between sial and sema is called. Okay, we get confused between the discontinuity, so I have a trick for you, that more glue. I need more glue to fix my paper. Mo stand for Mohoveric, RE for Repetiti, G for Gutenberg, and LE for lemon. Okay, and Conrad will always lie before the more glue. So the discontinuity between the Sial and Sema will be Conrad discontinuity. What is Sial? It is silica, aluminium, and Sema is silica and magnesium. So boundary between these two will be Conrad discontinuity. All right. The next is the main cause of blowing wind across the earth's surface is. Okay, we all know how wind flows. It always flows from high pressure to low pressure. Okay, how this high pressure got created? If there is cooling in any area, so high pressure will get created over there. And if there is a summer in any area, so low pressure will get created in that area. So air will flow from that high pressure to a low pressure. Okay, so B will be the answer according to me. Next is, in glacier the debris which is carried at the surface of ice is termed as. Okay, so they are clearly saying that debris is flowing at the surface. Okay, they are flowing over the surface. So what is the term which indicate surface thing? It is supraglacial, है ना? Supra, which is above. So these are basically terminology questions. Next is, during the process of sand transport by aeolian action, the mechanical wear and tear of the sand particle among themselves is known as. Okay, they are saying that sand is getting transported and it get wear or tear, means it get broken by itself. Okay, there is no foreign agent acting upon it, so it will be attrition. It is written in Bangar book very clearly what is attrition. And second is, oh sorry, next is what is throw. Throw, it is suppose this is a vertical component and it is a horizontal component, this one horizontal, vertical, and here lies the fault plane. So it will be in the form of a triangle. So what this is throw. Okay, focus here. This is throw, and it is the angle between the vertical plane. So C will be the answer. What is class 1 fold? So it is memory based, that they are convergent, and the curvature of inner arc will be less than the outer arc. Okay, next is, what is rake? So what is rake? Suppose this is a plane, okay, and this is a line on a plane. So it is the angle between line on a same plane with the strike line. This is strike line, this one is strike line of a plane, and this is line present on the plane. Okay, so this is the rake. I'm not projecting it to the vertical or anywhere else. I'm taking the angle on the same plane, within the plane. So it will be third, C part. Next is, what is bauxite? So bauxite, it is a mixture of gibbsite, diapsor, and diaspore and boehmite. Next is, a few non-metallic mineral are often associated with ore mineral. So it is written that if there is metallic minerals, this whole is a ore, and it will contain both metallic minerals and non-metallic mineral. So if we are extracting ore, so we have to remove this non-metallic minerals, right? So if this non-metallic mineral got removed, which are those? It will be gangue particles. Okay, Next is pleochroism, representing change of colors upon rotation of microscope. Okay, what is pleochroism? Suppose I am looking to a biotite mineral in a microscope, in an optical microscope. So by rotating my stage 360-degree, I will see that at one time biotite will appear light brown, and at one time the biotite will appear dark brown. So this will be the pleochroism property. So it is two extreme of color seen twice during the complete 360-degree rotation. Next is in alkali feldspar, couple substitution occur when? Okay, we all know how the couple substitution occur. A silica will come and substitute the mineral. So A will be the answer. Next is the ray velocity surface of an anisotropic crystal in an ellipsoid, because anisotropic crystal. So we have to know the difference between the two, the anisotropic and isotropic. What is isotropic? It will transmit light in a single direction with same velocity, same intensity, but anisotropic, it will transmit light with different velocity in different direction. Okay, so this will be the funda for this anisotropic. So B will be the answer. Next is when basaltic lava enter in water bodies, it tend to form large sac-like bodies called. Okay, so if there is a water body, okay, and basaltic, there is a lava is erupting in that water body, it will produce which bodies? It will produce pillow lava. Next is igneous rock formed by gravity settling of a crystal in the magma chamber floor represent. Okay, so they are, please read out the terms written over here. They are saying that crystal are settling by gravity. So always remember that if there is a settling going on by gravity, so answer will always be a cumulate texture without any doubt. Okay, next is which of the following rock contain equal amount of alkali feldspar plagioclase with approximately 10% quartz? So they are saying that there should be a presence of 10% quartz na. So monzocyanide will definitely not be the answer. So out of these three, you have to see which rock contain equal amount of alkali feldspar and plagioclase. So it will be quartz monzonite. Monzonite is a mineral which contain both the concentration in equal amount. So during fractionation, separated crystal of pyroxene and plagioclase feldspar form a crystallized rock. Okay, there is fractionation going on, and at one time we are getting pyroxene, which is CPX is written here or guide, and we are getting plagioclase. So it will form which rock? It will form definitely a gabbro. Okay, and it if there is OPX instead of CPX, tell me in comment box what will be the rock. Okay. Next is rhyolitic magma tend to rise in large dome-like bodies. So it will be diapers. Next is when cooling of mineralizing liquid is slow, leucite inverts to calcilite K feldspar intergrowth. This intergrowth is pseudo-leucite. Okay. Next is nephelinite magma crystallized to form which one of the following suite of igneous rock? So I'm not sure about it, but I think the answer for this will be aegiolite. If you know about it, then do comment down. Next is which one of the following represent the composition of kimberlite? Okay, so kimberlite, it is a volatile rich potassic ultramafic with phenocryst of olivine and phlogopite. Okay, so this is the exact definition which is written in the winter book. You can check it out. I will tell the page in the description box. Okay, so during the rapid quenching, when phenocryst is surrounded by glass, the texture is, so this is memory based question, it will be vitrophyric. Next is which one of the following is similar to slate but has a silky sheen on the cleavage surface? So it will be phyllite. If the foliation is caused by the parallel arrangement of medium to coarse grain phyllosilicate mineral. Okay, we all know that as the metamorphism increases, the grain size will increase. Okay, so there will be slate, phyllites and schist, and after that lies the gneiss, which will be very coarse grain. So they are saying it is not only coarse, it should be medium to coarse. So it will be schistosity. Okay. Okay, so next is the genus Orohippus. So I didn't study about it, but oro indicates the orogeny part. Orogeny indicates the mountain building process. So I have chosen mountain horse. So it is correct answer. Large benthic foraminifers from the Eocene age. And next is which leaf has prominent midrib. So prominent midrib is present in Glossopteris. And which one of the fossil we found in Ladakh and Kashmir? So I have chosen Globorotalia for this. Let's see it will be correct or wrong. Next is the Shingbum shear zone is also called Shingbum copper belt. And next is which is the unconformity present between the close bed granite and Archean. So you know that Eparchean unconformity is present between them. So it is quite obvious. Next is Wempele shales and limestone belongs to Papagani group. It is from this Kudappa. And next is the oldest group of Kudappa supergroup is Papagani again. And there was one question from this orogeny part I forgot because I didn't memorize it. So memorize it. Next is which one of the following is commonly black lead but lacks lead in its composition? So it is definitely graphite. Which one of the following mineral is used as cement and fertilizer? Ammonium sulfate. So it will be gypsum. Next is which of the silicate has chrysolite, iron and magnesium? It will be olivine. It is also called peridot chrysolite. Okay, it is a gemstone of olivine. Next is a ladder vein type deposit has been asked. I'm not sure about it. Please check it out. And next is okay, coalescence process is one by which the small cloud droplets increase their size due to contact with other droplets through collision. Okay, so this will be the answer. Okay, so now comes the hydrogeology part. There is a question for secondary porosity which I have already provided a video for hydrogeology. So if you have seen that video, you must have got benefited. It is the fracture in igneous and metamorphic rock developed due to the tectonic activity. Okay, next is coefficient of transmissivity. It is the product of hydraulic conductivity and the thickness of aquifer. Okay. Next is Q, P, I and A was given. So if you remember the formula, it is V is equal to Q by A equal to K dH by dl. Okay. So if you substitute these values, you will get Q is equal to PIA. Okay. Next is Darcy law, which is the proportional difference between the hydraulic head, which is H2 minus H1. Next question was from the Bernoulli equation, again very easy. So it is the product of potential energy plus the kinetic energy. So it is H is equal to P by rho G plus V square by 2G plus Z. Next is Reynolds number formula. It is also easy. R is equal to rho VD by mu. Okay, so thank you so much for all of your support. We are very strong family now. Okay, so jaldi 1K kar do so that we can start live classes soon. Okay, and thank you so much. Stay connected.